we, the Asian community, are under attack.
With the news of the coronavirus, we've seen an uptick in fear of people who look like this.
Every disease that ever came from China is disgusting.
差不多掉了起码7到8成这样子的。那我们餐馆没有人得这个病，完了我们这里恰恰他没有人得这个病啊。
That's just xenophobia.
We stand together as a community.
If we divided, the virus wins.
This coronavirus has killed over 1,000 people now. It initially started from Wuhan, China, and it has spread across the world. With this virus, there's now a worrying trend, and that is the increasing discrimination against Chinese people, and sometimes simply against people who look Chinese.
Every disease that ever came from China is disgusting. That's the Chinese. They can't even wipe their own. I'm breathing this and I'm breathing everything that they bring to our country.
He would gesture towards me and then say, "They're dirty." I consciously thought we, the Asian community, are under attack. There was nowhere I could go. I was born and raised in LA. I love this city. I love the diversity. And this really came as a surprise and as a shock to me. It's not about whether I'm Chinese or not. It's the fact that he made a choice to damn me and to damn Chinese people because of his fears.
If you're from China, I need to know. Anyone from China, I am told, has to be picked up and quarantined for 2 weeks. If you're going to keep giving me a hard time, you can find someplace else to go.
In the United States, for Asian Americans, we've been constructed as foreign and aliens and immigrants. In the last few months, attitudes towards Chinese and Chinese Americans have changed. With the news of the coronavirus, we've seen an uptick in fear of people who look like this.
感觉这事情都挺严重啊，对我们影响也挺大的。一整天现在画下来都是20-30桌，在平常时候啊，一天大概有100桌左右了。
在这个唐人街，那个纽约唐人街、加拿大这地方，正好19年，这个生意啪，差不多掉了起码7到8成这样子。这个订台客人是有的在几个月之前就订了，就是说要吃年夜饭，突然之间22号订台都取消了。他打电话来，他说你们大陆有这个病，我们不出来了。那我们餐馆没有人得这个病，完了我们这里恰恰没有人得这个病啊。
This is my first time in New York. The neighborhood and also the restaurants are pretty much empty. Viruses, bacteria, and all the other microorganisms doesn't care where you live, where you're from, who your fathers are. It's not a thing about race. People should not be worried to come to a restaurant, to come to a neighborhood, to meet other people. That's not the way that you're going to catch this virus. So that's just racism, that's just xenophobia. That's not evidence, that's not science. If we divided, the virus wins.
We know in China, so many of our loved ones are facing the challenge of coronavirus. But we stand together as a community. We celebrate our extraordinary Chinese community in this city. The largest Chinese community of any city outside of Asia. And we are proud of that.
哎呀，昨天也是一晚上没有睡。我们这里的工人做了久了，他们呢也良心很好，因为我不能跟他们讲。OK， 现在 OK 生意不好，你们全都回家休息，因为我想，因为他家里也要养家糊口，对不对啊？ 结果呢，其他餐馆他说不是你们都没有了，我们更没有，很多餐馆都是这样，就是很愁，就是怎么办。
My parents, my old friends, my neighbors, all of them, they're back home in Wuhan. They have been under this lockdown for over 3 weeks now. Nobody in, nobody out. They're dealing with fear every day. And as if that's not enough for them to deal with already, they inevitably would come across these reports about discrimination, about the fact that people out there hate them. We're all afraid of this virus. So what are we going to do about it? Hating and fighting is definitely not going to be the solution.
I started reading stories around the world. There are signs where it says like no Chinese are welcome. And it just touched me in a way. It made me realize how big this is. We have to be willing to be allies to each other, to stand up for each other.
Real people are affected because we have these racial stereotypes. People of color have to deal with increased stress as it relates to race and racism in the United States and Orientalism across the globe. Whether you call them microaggressions or you just call this just discriminatory racial teasing, that these do have lasting effects on mental health.
I really do think that we should try not to build walls between our hearts, especially in such difficult times.
一起吃嘛，这我们每年就是要吃年夜饭。师傅什么跟我讲，生意不好，他们也想为我们省一点，我会不办。像我先生说了，每年都办了，热闹一下，所以还办了。各位，
啊，身体健康啊，财源广进啊！
We have been so interconnected for hundreds of years and even longer because of our curiosity, because of our shared love of food, because of our shared love for travel. Let's not spoil that.
इस ग्राम पंचायत में जो लड़की पैदा होती है तो यहाँ के लोग खुशियाँ मनाते हैं और उस बच्ची के नाम पर 111 पौधे लगाते हैं। हम पौधे लगाते हैं और उस ग्राम पंचायत में आज तक लगभग 3.5 लाख पौधे लग चुके हैं और पेड़ बन रहे हैं।
Since 2006, the Paplantri village has planted thousands of trees each year in celebration of their girls. However, this is rare. In most parts of India, girls are seen as a burden, oftentimes resulting in violence against them. But here in the Paplantri village, the people are fighting that prejudice in a very special way.
मेरा नाम श्याम सुंदर पालीवाल है। मैं पिपलांत्री ग्राम पंचायत का पूर्व सरपंच रहकर यहाँ पर जल संरक्षण, वृक्षारोपण और बेटी बचाने पर काम करता हूँ। हमारे ग्राम पंचायत में लगभग 60 से 65 लड़कियाँ इस ग्राम पंचायत में प्रतिवर्ष जन्मती हैं।
And for each of these girls, 111 trees are planted. In Indian culture, the number 111 is said to bring success.
इस कार्यक्रम की शुरुआत जब मेरी बेटी जिसका नाम किरण था उसकी डेथ पर हमने एक पौधा लगाया था और उस दिन हम समझ पाए हैं कि बेटी क्या होती है।
Every year, the village celebrates Raksha Bandhan, a traditional Indian festival where sisters tie a threaded bracelet onto their brother, symbolizing a bond of protection. But in this village, not only do they tie a thread to their brother, they also tie it to their trees.
उनका रखरखाव उन्हीं परिवार को दिया जाता है और उस पौधे को जो उसके जन्मदिन पर लगाए गए हैं, हर वर्ष वो बेटी आकर पेड़ों को राखी बांधती है और उसको बचाने का संकल्प लेती है। तो एक बहुत उत्सव का और खुशी का माहौल होता है। हमारे गांव के युवा बड़ी संख्या में बेटी को बचाने का संकल्प लेते हैं, प्रतिज्ञा लेते हैं कि मैं, और वो चाहते हैं कि पिपलांत्री से यह संदेश पूरे विश्व में जाए। हर एक क्षेत्र में हम यहाँ के बच्चों को और बच्चियों को आत्मनिर्भर करना चाहते हैं। मेरा ये सपना है आने वाले समय में कि मेरे गांव के बच्चियों को मैं सामूहिक विवाह करूं और उनको अच्छी से अच्छी शिक्षा, उनको आत्मनिर्भर करें हम।